My girlfriend refused to let me stay in her son's life after we broke up. Now he blames her for everything. Last Father's Day, Colby handed me a homemade card that said, "To my almost dad," and I had to sit in my car for 10 minutes before I could drive home. His bio dad had never even met him, disappeared before he was born, and for 3 years I'd been the one coaching Little League, helping with homework every night, making Sunday pancakes as our weekly tradition. I brought up marriage twice and Alicia shut me down both times, said she needed more time, so I stopped asking and figured she'd been burned before. Then her sister Megan came to visit a few weeks ago. I came home early to surprise them for dinner and heard my name floating out from the kitchen, so I stopped in the hallway to listen. Megan was asking when we were finally getting engaged. Alicia laughed. "I'm not even sure he's the one, honestly. I've been keeping my options open for someone more ambitious." Megan asked what she meant. "I love that he's good with Colby, but I've been really careful not to let Colby get too attached. I don't want him devastated if I find someone better down the road." Megan went quiet. "Alicia, that's really messed up." Alicia told her she was being smart, that she was protecting her son. I walked back out the front door before either of them knew I was there. I gave myself 2 days to process before I sat Alicia down at the kitchen table. I came home early when Megan was visiting. I heard everything. Her face went white. The placeholder stuff, keeping your options open, making sure Colby doesn't get too attached in case you find an upgrade. She grabbed my hand across the table. "I didn't mean any of that. I was being stupid and scared. I love you." I pulled my hand back. "It doesn't matter anymore. I can't be with someone who's been treating me like a backup plan for 3 years." She started crying and asking what she could do to fix this. I told her there was nothing to fix between us, but there was something I needed from her. I still want to be in Colby's life. I love that kid. I've been his dad since he was 5. Just because we didn't work out doesn't mean he has to lose me. She shook her head before I even finished the sentence. "No, absolutely not." I asked her why. "It would be way too confusing for him. You coming around after we break up? A clean break is better for everyone." I told her Colby would be devastated if I just disappeared. She said kids are resilient and he'd get over it in a few months. I asked her to please just think about it. She stood up from the table. "This is my decision as his mother. The conversation is over." The next day I came to say goodbye. Alicia stood in the kitchen doorway with her arms crossed while I sat down on the couch next to Colby. I told him I wasn't going to be coming around anymore, but that it had nothing to do with him. He asked if I was mad at him. I told him never, not even a little bit. He asked when I was coming back and I had to tell him I wasn't. His whole face crumpled and he grabbed onto my shirt with both fists, asking why over and over while tears streamed down his cheeks. I hugged him tight, told him he was the best kid I'd ever known, and then I had to peel his fingers off my shirt one by one and walk out the door while he screamed for me to come back. Alicia called me 3 weeks later to tell me what happened. Colby cried himself to sleep every night. He wouldn't eat breakfast. He stopped talking at school. She tried telling him that sometimes grown-ups just don't work out, but he asked why I couldn't still come to his baseball games. She told him it was complicated, and he asked why I couldn't still make Sunday pancakes with him. She said it just doesn't work that way, and he asked why she couldn't just call me and tell me to come back. She was running out of answers. Yesterday, he came into her room with swollen eyes and asked the question she'd been dreading. "What did you do to make him leave, Mommy?" She told him she didn't do anything. He shook his head. "You're lying. He loved me." "I know he did." She tried to say that adults have complicated reasons for things. He cut her off. "You made him go away. This is your fault." She had nothing to say because he was right.